Where you at, Berto?
This red pill podcaster is everything he preaches against. We got a new alpha male alert. All these guys do is tell y'all everything that you shouldn't do, and then they go turn the camera off and do exactly it is they said that you shouldn't. Clowns. Let's do it.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice.
Your wife. You're an alpha male and your wife has 3 baby daddies. Couldn't be me.
Before.
And you
you
lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
Don't talk about my wife, you stupid. Shut your mouth.
Oh my
Shut
God.
your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby.
See, and these guys are such clowns because, again, I don't even know the context of why she asked what she asked. But one thing I do know, she asked respectfully. She didn't call him out of his name. Her tone was very, very calm, collected. And then this just loses it. And yes, the question was about his wife, but all of that was so uncalled for. These guys swear that they're tough and alpha male and alpha this, alpha that, but it's like, bro, you can't even control your emotions to a simple question.
What did I just say?
Wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
doll. I'm
daddies.
sorry. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Like a South Park
Do
character.
the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Do the women that you try
convince them
to...
that they shouldn't...
You know, Charlie, did I bring any of your
You
family
called
into...
This sound more sassy to her.
Stupid.
Did I bring any of your family in?
Did I say anything about your family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on
Okay.
are bull.
Let's
You
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Well, that was a nasty read. One of the hallmarks of the red pill community is hypocrisy, capping in their raps. And every single day on the internet, a new hypocrite in the community is exposed. That is red pill manosphere commentator Andrew Wilson. And if you don't know who Andrew Wilson is, this is Andrew Wilson.
Can you think of a single time ever in history where women have collectivized and used force to take anything from men?
Not force.
And so if that's the case and men have a monopoly on force, you're always going to have to appeal to them to not use it on you. Because here's the dirty truth, and it's brutal, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie to you. I know that if men collectivize in the West and decide to put women in little cages, there's not a they can...
Whoa. What's up with this guy? Who is this guy? Where did he come from? Why does he have a microphone? And why is anybody listening?
do about it. So they really have to appeal to the benevolence of men.
Hello?
And all they do is demonize them. The majority of countries, women have no fucking right.
Bitch eating popcorn. Like, yo, I can't believe what this nigga's saying.
rights.
In those countries, are they democratic?
No, what do they need
Do you
to be?
think if they suddenly were democratic, then that could change? The
I don't
rights of
know.
every-
She's
Iraq
enjoying
is
the
democratic
show.
now, and I don't
think
know
in
about the whole
Afghan-
women's rights
I
thing
think
there.
in Afghanistan, if you gave
Whoa.
women, if you implemented
If
democracy
who gave
there,
them that? Who?
if men suddenly gave women the right
Oh,
to
if
vote.
men suddenly gave women rights, that's crazy. If men gave women rights, the women could do stuff. I'm fucking razzle-dazzled
What's wrong with this guy, bro?
by this argument.
No
Tell
one
me
ever
more.
said. No one ever said men were physically weaker or had less of a monopoly.
Well, I'm
of force.
just saying, you're just saying to me that if men gave women the right
Also,
things...
that's a pivot from what I'm saying. Which
It's not. You said if men in Afghanistan suddenly gave women the right to
We're
vote,
talking
then
about-
things would sure change. Yeah, no shit. If a brother and sister,
I've
the
explained
sister
how you
can't reproduce,
quantify it.
want a hump, who are you to say they can't, Greg?
Could you defend that incest is good because the brother and the sister, they both consent, they continually consent? Is that something that you could defend with secular humanism?
No, there's a potential for harm there.
If you have a higher percentage of people who get married and they have all of those like problems, right? When it's same types of problems, depression, this and that, wouldn't you have to say, well, then you shouldn't get married?
The question was about incestuous
Yeah, but don't
people,
you
though.
understand the point here? The entailment is, if your only objection to it is, well, it could possibly cause you to become depressed, you would have to apply that to all interpersonal relationships.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
Is this a scam, Berto? What is this?
well, look at this guy, and this guy, All people from our community that are making money through the free Cash App. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the free Cash App. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for free cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now, there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay free cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now, I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically, it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family? Is this Caucasian man trying to advocate for incest? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell am I here? Oh, what the hell is this?
Of which, if they break up,
Rotted.
the person could become depressed.
Man, oh man, that's some of the worst.
What the
content I've
blood
ever
clot
consumed.
bomba
Recently,
clot
Andrew
is
Wilson
this?
is in the headline for different reasons, and I will say this is a large part of the reason why the entirety of the red pill community is dying. One of the mainstays in the red pill and manosphere community is criticizing women with kids. We've seen the criticisms before on the No Fugazi podcast, Fresh and Fit, hell, even Kevin Samuels. Women with kids are used goods and not fit for men to be dating. Hell, even Andrew's podcast made on the Whatever podcast has made the similar sentiments on the same show.
Eventually down the line, there's going to be an expectation. If you're in a relationship with a single mother, the single mother is going to expect the guy to provide, not just for you, but for the kid. And so that adds like sort of a double duty to provide for a child that's not yours. The issue with that though is there's all the responsibility, but none of the corresponding authority. So she might expect you to provide, but she might not allow you as the guy to have any authority over the child. To me, if you're going to be responsible providing for a child and you're going to step in as a stepfather, you aren't given authority over the kid. Like most single moms are not going to like allow you to discipline their kid, but they
I ain't gonna lie now. I don't know any other crazy remarks he's gonna say after this, but I don't think that that's like a crazy expectation. I mean, if I get serious with a woman and she already has a child, and for whatever reason I'm like, hey, I'm taking you serious and I'm taking on your child because the father is absent. Now, me personally, I just wouldn't do this, but if I did, I feel like that's fair game. You know, you're opening me up. As a woman, you're opening me up to your child and expecting me to provide for you and this child. Like, yeah, I need to have some authority. Now, you know, there's still a line of respect. You know what I'm saying? You don't cross certain lines, but at the end of the day, like, you're relying on me as a man to lead your household now. You know what I'm saying? So I would imagine that I should have some authority over this child as well. So I'm not necessarily mad at that mind frame there, but again, I'm not necessarily just gonna co-sign this nigga. I don't know what else other crazy shit he's about to say.
will expect you to provide for their kid. So it's all the responsibility with none of the authority.
It's almost like these platforms get like pamphlets every single month to say to themselves like, hey, this is the narrative that we're pushing with these specific talking points. Because they use everything. I mean, everything the same. And this is where it gets tricky in the red pill community. A lot of the times the stuff that they talk about are anti their lifestyle. Some of the key bullets and talking points of this community,
Hypocrites.
you know, women aren't shit, men are superior, you got to get a lot of money, etc., etc. Don't date 304s, are not how they live in their actual lives. And Andrew is no different. Maybe a different face than the ones that...
Because I think what's happened is these guys have just figured out that it's easy to talk. Talk is cheap. People have been talking cheap for the longest. They get, like, we see it all the time. And now people have realized that, oh, I could just get on the internet and just say anything and people will believe me. Oh yeah, niggas are gonna cash in on that. So, you know, we're gonna see more losers get their microphones and fucking just spew straight BS, things that they don't practice and things that they don't live by, and continue to, you know, push false narratives. And not just that, misinformation. The amount of misinformation that lives on the internet now is so insane.
We've criticized before, you know, No Fugazi, Myron, Walter, or whoever else in the Red Pill community that's been exposed for living their lives. He's just a different face in New Day. So when he got called out on his platform about having these people, he turned into the same exact emotional creatures that he tends to criticize on the platform. And it's actually very hard to watch.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
You're a fucking... Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I just say?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
doll. I'm sorry.
daddies?
Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your dick?
3 baby daddies is crazy. Just in the context of that you're like this super alpha guy. Like, how does your wife have 3 different baby daddies? I thought you were this. I thought like that didn't even make sense with all the things that you're preaching.
Bitch licking.
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Do you the women
they,
that you try
convince
to...
them that they shouldn't...
You know,
like,
Charlie...
The reason why I can't respect Andrew in this situation at all is he, unlike others, aren't even attempting to justify or say, hey, there are exemptions to rules or make up any sort of philosophy or theory. He goes
He
to
just went straight to bullying.
antics, mimicking this young woman, and then goes on to call her all types of names. He says, don't talk about my family, when literally the purpose of these platforms and podcasts is digging into young girls, talking about their family, and trying to get to the reason as to why they are who they are, to unpack the difference between men and women. Andrew, you talk about people's families all the time. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, you turn into an emotion.
Yeah, don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my wife. Nigga sounds so goddamn zesty.
Baby. Which brings me to my second point about his hypocrisy. Andrew and the entire Red Pill community oftentimes talk about how women tend to be more emotional and that in the face of adversity, they always lean on the emotional side of the conversation. But every time I see Andrew Wilson being in a debate in which he is clearly either losing or is just trying to hammer home a point, he is the first person in all these conversations to go the emotional route.
I will be needing to leave at 6 p.m. So for anyone who is leaving or who is watching and not 6:30, because I have a lot of reasons.
I mean, you agreed to do
6:30, I thought.
6:30.
There's a lot of reasons. I mean, I have some health issues. I just sitting here for this prolonged period. I was not told, by the way, that this was going to be 3 hours. I thought it was going to be an hour max.
We didn't specify that it was going to be an hour max.
I actually was very poor communication on your end. But anyways, I'm telling you that I will be leaving at 6.
Communication on your end. You're going to a show and didn't bother asking how long it was going to be.
I mean, again,
I
I have health problems.
Yeah, but why
I
would
mean,
you
are
have
you
a
serious?
different
Like,
assumption?
are you fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious. Why would you have a different
health
assumption?
issues.
How would we know that?
I'm telling you now.
Oh, you're fundamentally a dishonest person.
I mean,
What the fuck is going on here?
that's just kind of something that you don't want to disclose because it's a little embarrassing.
Are you cry?
Look,
strong
we're
woman.
not asking
I thought
you.
you were a strong
Look,
woman.
I hope you guys
cry?
have a really
Hold
good day.
on,
I'm
hold on,
leaving.
Hold on.
No.
Andrew.
You
We're
gonna
not
cry?
asking- Hold on.
I thought you were a strong
Kylie,
woman.
All right.
Shouldn't...
You know,
This nigga's a bit. I got in trouble for saying that. I literally got a strike on my channel for saying that. So this guy's just not a nice guy. But holy, what is up with this? I'm just wow.
Charlie, did I
pursue
bring
women. Do they know
Charlie?
that
Did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You
family
called me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
There's no way that you can really sit there and justify
Wow.
being a big, strong, manly man, you know, not getting emotional, et cetera, et cetera. But when presented,
You cannot be a big, strong alpha man and just looking down at a woman and being like, oh, you're gonna cry, yeah, go cry. Like, that is such, like, I ain't gonna lie, that's just, it's degrading. Like, bro, I can't say anything. I can't say anything mean about anybody on the internet anymore because apparently I'm a bully. But, so I'm gonna keep it P. But this guy is a sad excuse for sure.
with
sad
actual
excuse of a
facts
man.
about your life, you can't even stand in it, and you actually become emotional. It's literally hypocrisy by definition. It doesn't make any sense to me. I would have rather had Andrew sit in there and say, well, you know what? I actually found somebody who made me feel as if there is an exception to the rule, and it is possible, but generally speaking, don't date single mothers. I don't know. That would have been a better way to phrase.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Like, take some accountability. I am a hypocrite. I struggled with the very thing that I'm trying to give you guys advice on. And I'm trying to do better about it. But like, yeah, in general, I wouldn't advise you to do what I did. I think that's, if anything, that's a more like honest and well-rooted answer in authenticity, because it's like I went through this. This is something that I had to deal with, and this is my experience. So I'm not even just telling you guys, from yapping from the, the ether of my brain, or just trying to be like everybody else on the internet and say edgy points. This is something that I'm actually experiencing and struggling with. It struggles with the insecurity of like knowing that my wife does have 3 baby daddies. Like it's tough as a man. And, there's a lot of things that I had to endure. If you would have took that route, it would have been so much more authentic and people could resonate with it. Because sometimes I'll get on here and give you guys advice about stuff that I'm struggling with. And I'll let you know like, hey, I'm telling you this from experience, but also from a place that I haven't figured it out yet. But that doesn't mean I can't, speak about it and give advice on it. So, and again, there's definitely so much better ways to go about it. But this guy's so far gone. It's not about help. He doesn't care about helping anybody. He probably only cares about making money and making himself feel better, but stroking his own ego.
But with how much energy he speaks about these different situations, to go behind closed doors and not live that actual life is super weird and disgusting to me. And I think that the woman debating Andrew that got him so upset actually kind of hits the nail on the head about his whole life and the entirety of the Red Pill community.
Better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people on are bullshit, because you are not a traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional man.
Let's go through it, Chuck.
None of these guys are traditional men. Literally anybody holding a mic, claiming to be a part of the Red Pill community, claiming to be a part of the manosphere, claiming to be a part of this organization that pushes against these rhetorics and ideologies of modern Western women, talking about men's self-help and men's improvement, etc., etc. None of them are traditional men. They all got successful off of rage baiting and working a social media algorithm. And day by day, their lives get exposed to the masses. And it's okay. I think the masses would understand that there are situations and circumstances that aren't gonna align with the ideal picture of masculinity, whatever the hell that is. But you can't be the one peddling this information while simultaneously in the background living a different life. I wouldn't want a trainer yelling at me over and over again about my diet, my exercise, and my health, while then going home, eating Snickers, ice cream, cookies, and cakes, not working out, and not sleeping properly. And especially when we know that the Red Pill community, the manosphere community, all these communities, people like Andrew Wilson, are leading into real life impact and effects on young men in society. It actually is very disgusting, disheartening, and alarming that in 2025, they are unraveling at the seams only after they've done years and years worth of damage that probably cannot be fixed. But I'm here to tell you that those manosphere guys like Andrew Wilson are not real. They're not even halfway living in their truth. They're actually,
just look at the guy. I know he's an older individual, but he looks like a slob. He looks like he hasn't worked out a day in his life.
Embarrassed about their lives. Hell, that's why he's not even going up on this mic and saying, yeah, that is my family, I love them. No, he's embarrassed about his situation because it completely contradicts the mess that he is selling on the internet. But I'm here to tell you, Andrew Wilson is exactly who I have displayed in this video. He is a grifter. He is a beta male. He is an emotional baby who doesn't live his life. And more importantly, he's a weak excuse for a man. Somebody who can't even open up a pickle jar.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
You can't open a pickle jar, brother. What? Let me see.
I got it gripped.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't
Uh-oh, Andrew.
open it either.
Your hand greased the whole top of it. Literally slippery.
Oh.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
That is classic. Hey, man, we know what it is when it comes to these guys. They're frauds. And, I've kind of said everything that needed to be said already. But, guys, don't listen to the BS. Make sure that you're seeing through. I always told y'all, sometimes you can hear good advice from even somebody like this, where it's like, in general, like, yeah, there might be some positive things you can kind of pick up. But just take everything with a grain of salt. Take everything with a grain of salt. Don't idolize these people. Don't idolize nobody on the internet. Don't idolize me, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are human beings. Now, obviously, that particular individual is an asshole, but when it just comes to this internet shit, bro, I think it's too many people nowadays falling these traps of following people to the end of the earth, essentially, that don't even believe in the message that they're selling.
Where you at, Berto?